Hi, my name is Alessandro and I'm the founder of Guided Light Healing, and I want to welcome you guys back to episode 6 of our relationship mini-series. So last week was awesome. Again, you guys with the experiences and the testimonials and the questions, it was really, really fun with this. And again, it was amazing to see how your guys' lives are changing from this information. I'm going to bring you guys a really, really big idea and concept that I know those of you out there who've been following along in this series are absolutely going to love this. Now, if you're just jumping in and this is the first video you're seeing, jump back to the other videos because there is a build in order to get to this process. There is an understanding that needs to happen to get you here. So what is it? Alessandro, what do you got for us this week? Well, I'm hoping this is how excited you guys are. Anyway, most people think that when a problem arises in a relationship, sure, we were putting energy into this. We were looking at it. We made it bigger. But there are a lot of people, and it was myself included for a very long time, that believed that when problems showed up in the relationship, that is where the issue was in my life. And this could not be further from the truth. And this is the thing I want you guys to take into your consideration for this week, is that when there is a problem in the relationship, it actually has nothing to do with the relationship. Okay, so meaning my partner's being super critical of me, and that has nothing to do with my relationship. That totally seems like my partner is just inconsiderate and mean. Anytime anything shows up in any relationship, almost 100% of the time, you're going to find that that is a secondary reflection of an issue going on somewhere else in your life. Now, what we're going to go into way in depth in our relationship mastery course is that there are 8 areas of our life that we need to pay attention to, that we need to keep basically satisfied certain levels of nourishment and energy. And when any of those 8 areas in our life starts to deplete with the energy it needs, it's going to start to affect the areas in our life that we care about, that we focus on. So here's the principle and concept for this week. Basically, our relationships have our full and undivided attention, and the universe knows this. So they're going to use this area to make us aware of the areas of our life that have started to deplete it, that have started to get to a place of lack of energy. And it's because of the lack of energy over there, it's starting to imbalance us. It's starting to take us off our game. It's starting to deplete our energy levels, and this is a huge problem. What I want to help people to do is I want to help people to stop putting the heaviness on the relationship that people have been doing over the years that I've been helping people. What tends to happen is when a problem arises in the relationship, we think it is the relationship that is the issue. And so many relationships unfairly get blamed for being the problem in a person's life. And that is not the case. Even if the partner is pulling away from with regard to intimacy, even if the partner is becoming inconsiderate or they're doing mean things to us, none of these problems almost ever exist in the relationship. The answer isn't run out and replace your partner, get out of the relationship because our problems will follow us. The answer is find where we're imbalanced in our life. And if we can fix the imbalance in any of the 8 areas of our life, we are going to see the relationship through the clearest of lenses. We are going to start to see the relationship for what it actually is and the greatness and support and all the other great things it has to offer us. So this is where we need to start to take into account, okay, great. So what you're telling me this week is that whenever there is a problem in relationships, if it's an intimacy issue, if it is a sexual draw issue, if it's a consideration issue, you mean to tell me that everything that is coming up in my relationship would not be a problem if one of these other areas of my life weren't low in energy, they weren't low in fulfillment? That is absolutely correct. And that's what I want you guys to start to take in this week. But the relationship is more of a mirror pointing to an imbalance in some other area of our life. And that area is making us unhappy. We're ignoring it. We're not dealing with it. So the universe is going, great. Where is their attention right now? Well, they're always focusing on their partner and how their partner drives them crazy or makes them happy or whatever it is. Hopefully it's the latter. But the universe is using the relationship to let us know that our gas tanks somewhere else are out and low, that we are out of balance. Now, if we start to learn how to trace this out, if we start to learn how to fix it, this means the relationship that has started to sour will go back to the best it's ever been. But we have to deal with the other areas of our life that are making us unhappy that we're not paying attention to. Almost never is the relationship the problem. And the only exception out there is if we've outgrown the time we are supposed to be with our partner. And even that is fixable. But with the exception of that, and that we can talk about later, and we are absolutely going to handle in our relationship mastery course. This week, see where you can start to take some of the blame, if not all the blame, off the relationship and go, okay, these things that are toxic over here, these things that are issues are not actual issues. They're not my partner being an inconsiderate partner or a terrible partner. And it's not us that is the problem. It's not the relationship that's the problem, and it's not my partner that's the problem. It's another area of my life that has fallen out of balance that are causing the problems here. Even if you have great relationships, our partners will tend to get on our nerves. There will be obstacles with our partners. And this is how we start to pull the steam out of it, pull the negative energy out of this, and start to change everything around. I know it is so much easier to blame our relationship, to blame our partner. But when we put the responsibility back on ourselves, we start to get our power back. We become more empowered than we've ever been before. And now we have the opportunity to fix this. I promise you this works so well. And if you don't understand it, this is why we have our resource group. Guys, jump in there, join there, ask our healers, ask me, how do I handle this? How does this apply to this situation? Does what we just talked about in this episode this week apply to this situation over here? We will help you to do this. We will help you to figure this out. So we're almost there. We're almost at the end of this series, and we're going to jump into our relationship mastery course, which is going to change every single person's life who joins. I'll tell you, relationships for me at this point in my life, they are the coolest, most amazing thing in my life. And everything that steps up as a possible problem, I am able to get rid of and to dismiss and to fix and to have amazing in a matter of minutes at this point in my life. And I want each and every single one of you out there to experience relationships at their highest level, at how the soul intended relationships to be. So take this advice in this week. Let us know how you're doing again. See where you can integrate this and reach these levels of empowerment that you have been missing for a very long time. So I want to thank you guys for joining with us this week. This was an absolute awesome episode to share with you guys. I'm really, really looking forward to next week, and I'm absolutely looking forward to our relationship mastery course, which is coming up very soon. So with that being said, my name is Alessandro. I'm the founder of Guided Light Healing, and I'll see you guys back next week for episode number 7. Take care.